So this curse is a blessing from a dead god, of the dead. If nothing will show you the weaknesses of such pompous creatures as those gods you worship, the fact your former god of the dead now lies dead should be proof enough. May the spirits weep for the foolish beliefs of men. Filthy gods and their games. The spirits of Rashomon have no need of gods to guard the dead gates. Yet the humans, the Rashemi, you should have more respect for the spirits. They come at my beck and call, and they are far more powerful than your god of the dead, whichever version of him dances in his graveyard now. Of course. Ask what you will, and I will do my best to answer. Uneasy? Perhaps a bit. For one who barters with spirits such as I, having you around is an uneasy thing, yes. It's like attempting to negotiate with a merchant, while having a merchant-devouring beast standing next to you. It makes things more difficult, or easier, depending on the conversation. Also, in our battle with Oku, something changed. There is a new depth to you, to your dreams, that has been awakened. I am not certain of the cause of this, but where once your mind was a mirror, now you have an undertow that was not present before. A mirror to a flowing river, as it were. I think your dreams will be stronger, and that is interesting. Of course. Ask what you will, and I will do my best to answer. I do not know if Sophia speaks to herself, or if another Sophia, a small spirit, speaks to her. But it is a question only she can resolve. Perhaps it is her conscience that whispers to her, but red wizards are said to have that stripped from them at a young age. She is a thing of puzzle pieces, to be certain, and so finely decorated with tracings and tattoos, the best part of the red wizard's contribution to culture. Of course. Ask what you will, and I will do my best to answer. Old Father Bear? Oku is a preening beast for certain. He was not always the garish colors you see there. In times past, his coat ran thick with the blood of enemies of other beast kings. In touching the dream, by sleeping through the long winter of the Age of Faith, he has changed. The dream has touched him, and where once his coat was matted with blood, now color bleeds from it. Oku is an awkward, grumpy creature. But when you have his loyalty, even death itself may hesitate to come for you. Of course. Ask what you will, and I will do my best to answer. There are those who have lazy dreams. Dreams that come to them only when their eyes are closed and the hearth fire enfolds them. And there are those whose dreams are an icy wind, a whip crack across their souls that visit them in the waking hours. These dreams drive their actions, drive them ever onwards until their dream is a reality. It is good to fear those who are driven in such a way. With them the dream wind travels, and the whiplash extends its reach to all who believe in such a one. Our songbird. I think she will need the power of her voice in the days to come, and perhaps sooner than we all think. Of course. Ask what you will, and I will do my best to answer. A little. There is so much to tell. And to think you'd only want to hear the smallest bit of it. I am insulted. What? Do you think I am some sort of long-winded braggart? My, your charm spells seem to be failing one by one. Oh. Well now, that is a different matter. I am Gannayev, Gann of Dreams, he who walks in the dreams of the people of Rashomon, especially the passionate dreams of farmers' daughters. I make deals with spirits, speak with the mountains and forests, and tell tales of old that bubble up from the brooks and streams of this land. Now there's a tale. Actually, I was born from no mother or father, but from dream itself. I was conceived as an idea, a stray thought that had to fend for itself in this harsh land. It made me strong, capable, and ruggedly handsome. Indeed, stepped fresh and whole from the sleeping minds of this great land, able to walk in and out of dreams at my whim and my will. Do I look like a hag spawn? Come now. Very well, a game. Now that interests me. And while I despise fairness, I must admit I am slightly curious about you. Not as interesting as I'd hoped. Still. Very well. I was born in a city that lies beneath water. Where this city is, I do not know. I see it sometimes in my dreams, but its location eludes me. As do the faces of my mother and my father, if they existed at all. Ah, an orphan. Intriguing. I shall raise you one better. I am an orphan as well. I do not know the fate of my father, but my mother, I believe her to be the one that cast me out. Ironic to give birth to me, then to feed me to the wilds of Rashomon. Not very motherly, but hags are not known for such kindnesses, I suppose. The animals of the world took me in. The dead shepherded the living. It mattered not to them. I learned their speech, their greetings and farewells, the cries of the wild and the whimperings of those lost. To some it is a dirge, to me it is a symphony, and the strains are familiar ones that speak purer than any Rashemi word. There are worse fates, and the more I spoke and bartered with the dead, the more the spirits would come to my aid. My powers grew, and so did the tales of my travels, until every farmer in this dreaming nation held a blade close to their bed, in case I should visit their daughters in the night. No, because I dream of it. It is close, a place of night and flowing water through stones. I feel its presence sometimes, but I do not know if I ever truly wish to return. It cast me out once, and I do not think I would enjoy being treated the same way a second time. And I fear that my mother was not the ruling power there. Oh, I can indeed tell you but a little, for little is all I knew of them. A human for a father, yes. A hag for a mother, yes. But who they were, that is not known to me. And that is exactly my feeling in the matter as well. If they cast me away, so shall I do the same. Ah, good. I was hoping we could speak for a moment. It has been some time since I traveled with someone I can trust. As such, I have been more open with you than with others I have had the misfortune to meet in Rashomon. Opening oneself to another touched by the spirits, however, can have other effects. It can open one's inner sight, the eye that one uses while dreaming, the dreamer's eye in the Rashemi tongue. You will notice you see many things clearer than before. You may find yourself finishing others' sentences or shaping their incomplete thoughts. I also suspect this sight will allow you to see the spirits of others easier, should you use your powers on them, and possibly quench your hunger more fully. But that is just speculation. Your dreamer's eye is open now, whether you realize it or not. Even should we be apart, or I should fall in battle, it will remain open. I think you will find the world and those who dream within it to be even more fascinating than before. Hmm?
Oh, yes!